All right, real quick. Well, as quick as I can make it. You guys have to really hear this out and listen to this. Is so important for you. So important for you. For those of you, good morning, good grand risings, everybody. I was gonna go back to sleep, take a nap because I didn't really get too much sleep last night. But as soon as I start getting on the live, my left eye starts twitching. So this is so important because I just want to get this message out. I've been just receiving it's funny because this morning it's weird. It's very strange, but in like in a delightful way. I've been receiving all of these messages from people and just people that I'm not expecting to get messages from, DMs and text messages and stuff like this. And I'm like, whoa, like what's going on? And I realize it's something. And I even looked at put it this way, about 5 people hit me up today with some very different types of things. One was about a dream, one was about a past life, one was about saying that they're grateful for what I do or whatever. But I got to tell you, this is so important for you. When you're on this journey, I'm just going to make this message so clear to you guys. They say different levels, different devils, right? But let's not focus on devil energy, right? What I'm trying to say to you is that the more you start to tap into your spiritual gifts, the more you start to tap into who you truly are spiritually, and you start to discover who you are, the more you start to do that, the more you're going to get like a lot of different dreams and spirit in the spirit realm, and they're sort of going to, you could call it a test, but I'm going to say it's more like there's a lot of spiritual energy attached to you from past lives and from there's just a lot of past life energy that you're going to experience or deal with when you're on this transition to stepping into your higher self. Here's what I'm trying to say. When you really start to tap into who you truly are, okay? When you start to tap into who you truly are, when you start to recognize your gifts, your powers, right? Sort of, you could say, not only will spirit be like, oh yeah, bitch, you think you're going to just fucking figure out who you are and I'm not going to stop you. And so will people. People will also do that to you. If you ever notice, you start to talk about dreams or, hey, I saw these signs. I saw this. I saw that. What do people say to you? Oh, all right. Okay, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Are you good? Are you good? Like, you start to tap into your spiritual gifts. You start to tap into who you truly are. Not only will people start to judge you and say, oh, well, okay, so you think you're psychic now? All right. Oh, you had a dream. Oh, my God, I'm supposed to believe you. And when this happens, I want you to continue, keep on going, because let me just tell you something. Not only will people test you and say to you that you can't do it or you're nothing or you're nobody or you know nothing or you're not powerful, but so will spirit. Spirit will also test you. And in the astral realm, when you're sleeping, when you're dreaming, spirit will test you. Past life people will test you. Future people will test you. People will fucking astral project to you in your dreams to try to test you. Don't ever deny it. Listen, maybe you don't believe in none of this stuff, and if you don't, that's okay. If you don't believe in none of this stuff, then that's cool. Then you're just, you're still having this human experience, and congratulations, good for you. You're going to enjoy this experience, this human experience, but one lifetime you'll come back and maybe this information will help you in that lifetime, right? So what you need to understand is that there will always, always, always be tests brought to you in multiple ways, but not like tests like, I'm testing you, you stupid ass. Like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, it's your soul testing yourself. Exactly, Tony. You'll have, but see, these are tests from people that are actually placed here, which you don't know is even if they're the background people and they're not like the main character of your storyline, they're actually placed here to help you grow, right? So when these people test you and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is this happening? Almost in a way, like you chose these people to help you with your spiritual growth. So they're kind of like, they're some people are placed here and their only job is to help you grow. And this is where, that's not my ego speaking, and that's not your ego speaking. Watch Dolores Cannon. She'll explain to you that there's the background people, and they're literally like filling in the blanks. And she'll explain it like this, where people will be like, what? It's like, okay, if you step into a room, those people didn't exist until you put them there, right? I've always said this 100 times and 100 times, okay? You go on a train. If you ever lived in Manhattan, you went on a train in the morning, you had to go to commute to work. I used to work in the city. I used to work for a lawyer. I used to go to the city. And I will tell you right now, there'd be a whole bunch of people on the train that you could see were just sitting, they were just, when I say drones, they were just like no expression. There's like soulless beings, I could call them. And then you had like the people with souls sort of walking around. They were like the front people. I could tell like the main characters from the background fill in the noise people. And maybe you think that that's some dumb crazy shit, but you need to really, you've seen The Matrix. Where do you think they get ideas like that from? You think it just comes out of their ass? No, it does not. It does not. Somewhere along the line, some energy channeled that information to those movie directors, like all the Marvel movies you see, and things like Thor. You need to watch The Eternals. The Eternals will explain so much about what's going on today with the reptilian frequencies and things like this. Maybe you think it's a joke, but I know, because I watch it. I'm like, oh shit, they made a movie about it. Like, holy shit, I can't believe they allowed them to make this movie. Yeah, because people think it's fantasy, it's fiction, it's not real, but it is. It's real. It actually is what's going on. There's all of these storylines. My point is, though, when you start to, yeah, I always say, Lodo, if you ever want to know what's going on with the world, watch every Marvel movie ever. If you want to want to know what's going on with the universe, with the world, watch every Marvel movie ever. Them shits be having all the truth in it, in every fucking movie, every one of them, all of the time. And if you don't see beyond past that, that's because your third eye is not open yet. So when I watch Marvel movies like Doctor Strange and all that, Doctor Strange is my jam. When I watch it, I'm like, I want to go to that temple. I want to practice with that person. And I'm like, I'm not looking at it as a movie. I'm like, oh shit, they found out. They knew about this. You know, you watch the Black Widow, right? Where she's talking about mind control, Project Monarch, the Eye in the Sky, the women who are under mind control, and then she gives them the red dust, and they wake up and they're like, what the fuck? And their whole lives they've been trained killers and serial killers. So trained killers and honey traps for presidents. And they show those. He said, there's one thing we have too much of in this world, and that's women. That's why there's sex trafficking. They take all of these kids and they train them to do things for them. These are things that I'm not making up out of my ass. This is what goes on in the world. Yeah, I've seen WandaVision. Exactly. Like, she's in an alternate reality. She's stuck there, and she's like thinking her and her man are in a perfect world, and then boom, like somebody comes through the dimensions, through the portals, and it's like, Wanda, you dumb bitch, you're stuck here. What the fuck are you doing? She's like, starts awakening to the truth, right? This is what life's about. My point about this video is you need to understand something. As you tap into your third eye, as you tap into your spiritual growth, your spiritual self, you start to recognize who you are. You start to recognize your power. The more that happens, don't forget, there's good guys who are supporting you, and there's not so good guys who are supporting you. You need to take everything with a grain of salt. Don't take everything so seriously. Remember that this is a game. You could call it a game, right? And people be like, oh, how could you call it a game when, my husband's, this sister's brother? It's a game. You're playing a role. This is your role. This is the role of a lifetime. Are you going to play the main character, or you want to sit in the background and be the background person, right? Because you could easily become the background person by just not living out what your intuition keeps telling you. Like, yo, you want to do this, do this, do this. It does get so hard. Honey, I seek denim. Does it get hard? Yeah, it gets hard. Like, I done been through it all, seen it all. It gets really hard to the point where people like us, we attempt suicide several times. Like, that's just how it is. And at this point, I smile about it, and I pray to God nobody ever does that, because let me just tell you, that's just you essentially breaking a contract with yourself, okay? The 3 waves of souls that come onto this earth to try to heal humanity. Some of the waves, they just couldn't take it, and a lot of people, if you notice, one of the waves was a lot of people were committing suicide because these stars see these empaths, these star beings, these light workers, these star children, these indigo children couldn't handle it. Earth was too too much of a low dimensional frequency. They couldn't deal with it, and so they didn't. I understand. We all go through it. We all go through that hardness, that feeling of like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do this, because it's not easy to go from a place where we call home, and our our place of residency is high vibrational, and we're always kind of like in the frequency of love and woo, you know what I'm saying? We're like flying high. It's like comparison to like where we're from. It's like, you ever took an epill or a molly pill? I don't know if anybody has. I hate to compare it to that, but that's kind of what it feels like. You know that kick when that epill first hits you? You're like, Oh my God. Like, that's what home for us feels like. It's always a constant high and a euphoria, which is why we do drugs, because it reminds us of being home. Okay. So, that's what it's like. And it's like, if you go from that to this, and what do you think's going to happen to you? You're going to be like, what the fuck is this? I can't handle this. This place is shit. Like somebody help me, get me out of here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So it's not about, like, you have to understand, as star beings, as star seeds, as light workers, empath star children, as people who are blessed with gifts and psychic abilities and telepathic abilities. Hell, fuck, some of you have telekinesis abilities. You know, some of you are remote viewers. You're clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairvisient. You're all of these things, okay? Well, I'm glad you just found me. And you're all of these things. And when we deny all of these things and we say, well, I'm not gifted, I'm not gifted. And you think it's a curse when people, here guys, let me just give you a big message here. The big one. Since the beginning of time, they've been telling you that your gifts are cursed, that you're going to go to hell if you tap into your spiritual gifts. Every single Bible and Quran and every single religion tells you what? Do not mess with those, because that is the spirit of the demon. Meanwhile, Jesus was the biggest healer. That motherfucker channeled all day long. He was psychic as fuck. And he walked on water, and he was a magician. He turned water into wine. He was a magician. Moses was a magician. He turned his staff into a snake. I mean, are you guys, he parted the Red Sea. Are you listening to this? Like, all the people you look up to are all magicians. And now we're talking about magicians are evil and we're going to go to hell. You know who's evil? People who know magic and use it for evil. That's evil, right? I'm not even calling them evil, but people who know magic and use magic for evil, what does that make them? Makes them evil people, right? Essentially, I don't really judge who's evil and who's good anymore, because who knows, right? But my point is, they're all magicians. You're talking about every single prophet you hear of always held a what? A staff in their hand. You know what a staff is? You know who holds staffs? Wizards. You've seen Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, the Ring, that movie with the ring. Like, they all hold what? A staff. Because wizards hold staffs. You see what I'm saying to you? So everybody here can, like, deny their powers and their gifts all they want and keep letting those people in control use all those gifts to their own benefits for their own agendas to control you. But you don't have to use them, because you know what? You're going to go to hell if you use them. I mean, I'm a medium. I channel energies all the time. I do readings for people. I am psychic awareness. I dream. I all of that. I know I'm not going to hell. How can you tell me I'm going to hell when people write me every single day, say, Flo, you saved my life. Thank you for opening my eyes. Thank you for enlightening me. Thank you for empowering me, for making me feel like I'm worthy. Oh, so they're going to tell us we're going to go to hell for making people feel good about themselves. Now, if I was sitting at home doing some witchcraft, talking about, which I don't do, I hope this bitch fucking gets in a car accident. Now that, yeah, maybe you will be stuck in the hell of your own understanding, because you're sitting there wishing bad on other people, and every time you put a spell or you wish bad on someone else, let me just tell you, you're wishing it on yourself. What you need to really, really understand is that every time you wish bad on another person, you're wishing bad on yourself, because we are all one. We are all unit. We are all connected. We are all created equal. Every race, every religion, every person, every child, everybody you hate in this lifetime, you will come back as them in another one, because you're going to have to learn that lesson. So if you hate black people, you're coming back as a black person. You hate white people, you're going to be white in your next lifetime. You hate Russians, you're coming back as a Russian in the next one. Because guess what? I gotta learn. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't like Jewish people. They get on my nerves. They're taking over everything. Okay, I'm gonna have to have you come back as a Jew, because you need to learn these lessons, because you need to understand what they experience. Because you're gonna want to do that, because you're gonna say, oh my God, I was so judgmental. How could I do that? And how could I, talk about another race, another religion, another culture when I didn't understand it? I want to go down there and understand what they experience, because That I'm not gonna have any edges in my next life. How come I want to have edges? I want to do the baby hair stuff too. Like what the hell? See what I'm saying? Right here. See, I got some, I guess, but I think I would look funny with them shirts. Like, I don't know. I'd be like, hey, look at me. Like, I don't know. I got some baby hair right here. You know what I mean? But no, what I'm saying is like this is the lessons we're learning, and this is the life we're learning, and it's a journey. It's a journey. I have to say that when I speak to people that are experiencing something and they're like, yo, thank God for your videos because you're saving my life. I'm like, I get it, and I appreciate you saying that, but you're saving your own life because you're doing the work. See, the universe sets us up with people who are putting us in position to learn about ourselves. You know that, right? It's like your soul came down here, like already made an agreement with somebody and was like, I love you. I love you, German. We are in heaven and the battle of good and evil is amongst us. Ooh, I like that sin. People are like, this is hell. I'm like, no. It's not. This is hell. This can't be hell. Hell, then damn, hell is nice. Look at this shit. This is a nice ass hell. I'm just saying, like, it looking nice right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That hell it's looking pretty out here. Like, what kind of hell this? The hell you talking about? The hell you talking about, dirt? Talking about not dirt. You know? So I just gotta say, like, this is what you guys, we have to understand. And the whole message, like, I really want to like drill this into your brain. The more you tap into your spiritual self, your gifts, your psychic awareness, your intuition, the more you tap into these things in the beginning, there was an awakening. And through that awakening, there were beings, entities, and frequencies that recognized you were going through an awakening. They saw that you were awakening, and they did not want you to find your power or seek the power within you. And so they will lie and cheat and steal and manipulate to try to stop you from going towards that power. But you, my friend, have to keep working towards it and never ever trust anybody but yourself and your own intuition. I'm not saying don't trust the world. Listen to your intuition, your inner guidance, your inner voice. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It's within you. It's within you. Sacral, heart, third eye, throat, crown chakra, root chakra, solar plexus, and all the other chakras are all around you in your aura. You need to clear your aura because in your aura, that little invisible film that you can't see, that a lot of clairvoyants and clairvisions can see, that aura around you, it's already attached with past life soul problems and karmic lessons and this guy that you never learned that lesson from, and all of these little karmic soul attachments will be attached to your aura and your frequency. And this is your job, is to continuously clear this energy and clear it and remove and clear it and remove. And I cut these cords. I forgive you. I love you. I slept with this all night long. Let me tell you. Watch. Look at this. 5 hours I listened to this and I had a dream about something, and they were like, they still didn't forgive you. And then you recognize it's not me, it's them, and then you can move forward completely because it's their problem. They got to figure it out. Watch this. All night. All night I slept with this loud in my room like this.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you.
I don't know why it's so low, but can you hear it?
Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You hear that? You hear that? All night I slept with that. Okay? It said all night for 5 hours straight, I'm sorry. Please forgive you. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. Because I've forgiven everyone, including myself. But if there are any energies from the past or people or places or things that don't forgive me, I'm asking them for forgiveness. And if they can't forgive me, that's their karma they have to work on. I can't force you to forgive me for something I did. All I can say is I forgive myself. I've learned lessons and things happen. Hopo ono is a good one too. Hopo ono is another one that I like to listen to. And that's basically forgive me or forgiveness in Hawaiian. It's a really good mantra to listen to. Or Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha is a really, the green mantra, the red mantra. Hopo Ono Ono is a good one. That's the Hawaiian one. Then you have this one right here with this lady, Sandra Rollis. She always has some really powerful meditations. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I used to release energy. And I'm going to tell you, these things do work if you repetitively listen to them, almost like it's like your brain gets sort of
that fat pocket that was here, that huge pocket, is just gone.
Well, there's
okay.
there's no.
Gangsters, pedophiles. From now on, I vow to take full responsibility for my own well-being. I trust and surrender that a higher power is guiding and supporting me, and hand this experience over to a higher power to transmute any pain or challenges into wisdom and bring balance, harmony, and coherence in all 7 of my energy centers.
This is good for you to
I
let go
call
of
in
people.
a higher power to restore and repair any damage that these cords and connections between us may have caused. Knowing that radical forgiveness sets us both free, I forgive you. I forgive myself in all directions of time and space, past, present, and future. I take back my power,
And I give you back
give
yours.
you back your power. Take another deep, slow breath in and set your intentions to free yourself from whoever or whatever is holding you back, and reclaim your power right now. Allow the faces.
Yeah, it's faith in God, but remembering that you are God and God is you. So you're connected to the universal mind. Okay, so you know, if God is outside of yourself, then that's okay. Then that means that you seek to have someone else be, I guess you could say, your powerful guide. But you can understand that you are essentially pretty much here living in the image of God, right? God has sent you here on God's God's view. So you're basically, God is like, you're me, like, go do this. I need this done on the earth, and I need to send myself in these different places to do different things. And, you know, so it is what it is, you know. Okay, Zen, but I think I'm God. I'm God because I am one with God. Me and God are one. So it's maybe you have a different God and everybody has a different God, but my God is the oneness of the universe, the source from which I came. And that source is who I am, and I am one with that source. So if I'm one with that source and I came from that source, then we're God together, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Jesus as God. I don't see Muhammad as God. I don't see Allah as God. I don't see Buddha as God. I see them as enlightened beings who came here to, which is exactly what they are. So came here to enhance the earth and to give information because they came down as God, right? So that's just the way it is. Yeah, the God within us. We are the creators, okay? We are co-creators of the universe. And like I said, it's up to you to start depending on yourself, because a lot of people are looking to God to save them, and God's like, you know the saying, God helps those who help themselves? I know you heard the saying. There's a reason why that saying comes out. God helps those who help themselves. Nobody's coming to save you. You do have a lot of support from the universe. That's true, right? You have a lot of support from the universe, okay? Like I said. But just remembering that, like, you know, look to yourself to create what you need to create. Each time, my angels will always say, you got to take responsibility for your own life. Like, you know, you're praying to God, like, as if I'm going to resolve for you. You have to do it. You have to take action. People are still conditioned, and that's okay. See why people don't want to say, I am God? Because to them, they're like, oh, you're being egotistical. No, I'm not at all. By me saying I'm God, that means I'm everyone. I'm everything. I'm you. I'm the trees. I'm the sun. I'm the moon. I'm the stars. I'm the birds, I'm the plants, I'm the animals. And if I see myself as God, as everything, then what will I do? I will respect everything, right? Because I am everything and everything is me. You see what I'm saying to you? Because when other people say, I am God, they're like, I'm God. That's an egotistical point. When I say it, I'm connected to the oneness of God, so I'm everything. I am everything. I'm black, I'm white, I'm purple, I'm green, I'm an alien, I'm a human, I'm a starseed, I'm a spiritual being, I'm a person. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I'm a daughter, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a father, I'm a uncle, I'm a cousin, you get it? Like all one. I'm all one. So when I say I'm God, I'm not saying in an egotistical way. I'm saying I am God and you are God. We are all God. We are here created in the image of God, and we kind of like all sort of come from the same seed, and we're ding 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 like little tree of life, Kabbalah, cosmic web, little descendants of our own self. You know what I'm saying to you? Okay. So yeah. So that doesn't take away from anybody. If you want to praise and worship a God and be like, oh God, that's different. You do that. That's okay. That's what gods and goddesses are for. Prophets and saints and healers are for. So people can look up to them and make them more enlightened. But sooner or later, eventually you'll realize that you are these people. Like you are, like I am Jesus. I am Muhammad. I am Mary. I am Fatima. I am all of these enlightened beings, because the wisdom and the knowledge that they attained, they shared with the world. And then when you start to become a messenger, because the word angel means messenger, so they're messengers of the God source, right? Where the Elohim is the powerful ones. The Elohim is the angels. Those are the powerful ones that came down, right? Gabriel, the messenger of God. But we're all messengers. We're all messengers because we're all speaking through the universal mind, which is connected to the one source. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not egotistically saying it. I don't want anybody to misunderstand that. It's just that I know that I'm one with everything. I know that. I'm one with this house because it was created by a person, and that person came from God, and God made this house. You see? Okay. I love you guys, and I hope you got the message. The message is that the more powerful you start to tap into your powers and your energy, and you start to recognize who you are, the more you will be tested in certain ways. And remember, it's just you testing yourself, because at the end of the day, we're all connected. And so if you're being tested, there's a soul connection that was sent here from the beginning of time to help you understand yourself, okay? Everyone's playing a part in the story that you wrote. Everybody. Everybody. Thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Have a good day. I'm going to get a little rest because I have clients from 12 to like 5, so I'm going to get some rest. I love you all, and I hope you guys receive that message. Let me just give you this beautiful sort of background right now that I got going on here. It's so beautiful. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Love and light. Bye.